Welcome to the Axiom. New file detected. Launching file.
Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Hello, world. My name is Leo, and today we are starting the Slay the Princess file. Now, this is the Pristine Cut. I was waiting for a couple of weeks to play this one until that update came out. Oh. Cool. Yeah, this game is a horror game. It tells you right from the first screen that it is a horror game. So congratulations to Slay the Princess for being the first horror game on the channel. Round of applause. Mostly because I don't know if Yume Nikki qualifies. I don't know what genre that's in, but for sure this is a horror game, so round of applause for at least being the first, for sure, horror game on the channel. And yeah, this, fair warning, this game does have flickering images, parallaxing, and disturbing imagery. So we will see what happens. But let's go ahead. I just know I've seen a few screenshots. This game is obviously very popular. It was requested by you guys, so thank you guys for picking this one out. And yeah, let's just get into it. Besides some screenshots, I don't know a whole lot. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods.
Ooh, voice acting.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Interesting. So the world moves with my mouse. Yeah, I know this is a visual novel style game. We have what I'm assuming is save. Do we have... Okay, so we have auto. What is this? Okay, so history, we have the preferences, and we have save. Yeah. Return. I'm slightly apprehensive. Okay, so yep, path in the woods. At the end of that path is a cabin, and the basement of that cabin is a princess. Actually, let me just mess with the settings really quick.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Am I now? Why though? Okay, so explore. The end of the world, what are you talking about? Explore. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Explore. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Explore. Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolucion. Slightly continue to the cabin, turn around and leave. Okay, so let me explore a little bit. I am curious about this. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Why though?
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
I mean, that's fair, but like, could I get more info though?
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
So, by proxy, you're saying I can just leave, and that will achieve the same result as me killing her.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Yes, but from what you just said, I can just leave and it'll be fine.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Okay. Well, Uh, I'm gonna explore more, but I want to turn around and leave just to see what happens now, because like by his logic, or by the narrator's logic, it's like I don't have to kill her to prevent the world from ending. She just can't leave the cabin, so I could just leave and it'd be fine. But can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Okay, what's your role in this then? The end of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people.
Okay.
You have to put an end to her.
That does seem like a bit of a problem. Oh, even more stuff keeps appearing. Hang on. Okay. Look, I'll go to the cabin and talk to her, and she's better you say it. She is, then maybe I'll stay here, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Okay, so let's get this over with. Do you have any evidence to back this up? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. But how can a princess locked away in a basement in the world? Fair question.
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Will the game actually let me ask all of these before making a decision? That'd be really cool. I mean, it says explore, so that doesn't mean I'm committing. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task?
I don't know. Why am I here?
Made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
I didn't make it very far at all. I started here. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist?
Am I?
Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress?
I mean, I guess that's fair.
If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
I mean, that is kind of mean to the princess. You don't know this well, maybe you do, but I don't know this princess, so I don't know that she hasn't contributed anything. I can also talk. I can talk semantics for days. I can talk you in circles. If I say, do I get some sort of reward for doing this? He'll just say, the world not ending. I am curious about, have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Speak for yourself, man.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
I mean, I'm not a very, very evil person. Am I a nihilist, though? It would be so funny if I got a dialogue option saying, yes, I'm a nihilist. You know what? I'm gonna turn around and leave, and I'm gonna see what happens. Or actually, no, I'll go ahead and do the last exploring options. Since they're not committing, I can just do them and see what is said, and then I'll turn around and leave.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Do I? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Oh, convenient. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
I don't know about that. I have some pretty big dreams, a pretty big imagination. Can you promise me I can do the channel full time? And then have it be even better than that? Okay, I'm going to turn around and leave because I'm very curious as to what will happen if I turn around. Actually, I'm gonna save. Are you sure you want to overwrite your save? Yes. And then I'll turn around and leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No, but it's following your logic. I don't have to kill her. She just doesn't have to leave the cabin. Let's see. It's like I said, I'm pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Either of these I'm not gonna do. Quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. I'm gonna lie. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going.
Somehow I doubt that, but fine.
Okay, yeah, we're all good.
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Sure, yep.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
Oh, that's my voice. That's the voice of the hero? Okay.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay, so the narrator is also my voice?
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Okay. Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
No. You said what you said was if the princess leaves the cabin, everyone dies. So I am just going to do nothing, and the princess won't leave the cabin. If anything, I'm putting the world in more danger by coming here because I am disrupting the status quo of things. It's not like if the princess could leave the cabin, she would have already done so. If nothing changes about her situation, she can't leave, and it'll be all fine. Hang on. So, I don't care. I'm not killing a princess. Good. Maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this. Quietly continue down the path. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that.
Hey. Like I said, semantics.
Fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Yep.
Oh, would you look at that?
Oh my
We're at
God.
the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Or... Hang on. There's no fun instance there. I have to go to the cabin. Don't I find? Oh yeah, well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm just going to keep trekking through the wilderness and find a way out of... I'm committed now. I'm extremely curious as to what happens. So, oh yeah? Well, I guess I just start walking in a different direction. Again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Okay, the music stopped. The narrator's not happy with me.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Oh my.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
Oh, is it like several cabins popping out of existence? Several princesses that are about to break out and kill me?
But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
So wait, there are 6 different princesses? and the world broke?
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Oh my gosh. 18 cabins? Oh boy.
Wait, what's going on?
What is going on? We've broken space-time
You're
continuum.
too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Hey, I was just arguing semantics. You're the one who said... Okay.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
Okay, so what happens now?
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness, but it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Are you saying that any of those princesses and any of those cabins left their cabins? Chapter 2, The Stranger. Oh, I'm still going.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Not gonna lie, I thought that was where it was going to end.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Hasn't this happened already? Okay, no. You aren't kidding. She's actually ended the world last time, didn't she? What the hell is she? Oh, you bastard for it. Now I'm wise to your tricks. But I died. The whole world ended. What am I doing here? Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin. Yep, okay. Heading to the cabin now, where I'm definitely going to slay the princess. Yeah, again, I'm going to the cabin, so I proceed to the cabin. Okay, so... I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off.
Okay.
The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky.
Maybe.
The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
So, wait. Okay, not gonna lie, this was not the path I expected to be committing to first. But it's incredibly funny that... Oh. That's... So I'm no longer... I've lost all the other choices. Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Why is it so important that I do it? Okay. I'm gonna save again. Yep, okay. Heading to the cabin now, where I'm definitely going to slay that princess. I'm committed. I'm definitely going to... If I can keep avoiding it, I'm going to see if I can keep avoiding it. So yeah, we're gonna lie.
I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
There's no way out of this, is there?
A warning before you go any further.
Okay.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay.
If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
I mean, that's true. We are just stuck.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
I don't know. Is
Let's
he?
keep an open mind.
I mean, that's probably the best option. Oh man, proceed into the cabin. Man. Gosh darn it. I can't leave. The walls have been put up. Like, I actually can't leave. My hand has been forced. Well, now I'm gonna commit to the opposite. I'm gonna commit to slaying her. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Continue to the cabin.
Interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
Oh no. So yeah, we have stone walls on top of wood walls. Yeah, stone on top of wood, windows where there shouldn't be windows, different shaped windows, a mirror. We have a dagger.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Will I? Why didn't I come here with my own weapon?
If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
True, true.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with.
Yup.
I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
Nothing about this place is simple or straightforward.
You can't just say that. But when everything here is so wrong.
Oh, I'm so curious. I wonder if there's going to be multiple princesses overlaid on top of each other.
Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
Right, okay.
And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
Oh, so much has already been lost here.
Oh, you've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
It's so funny that there's a there's a contrarian and hero voice in my head.
Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
Only if the cabin does.
Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm.
Okay.
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind.
Why are we on a clock?
Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird.
Wait, so now you're siding with him? Whose side are you on?
What you're saying
Contrarian
here
voice?
is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard.
I guess.
Okay, I'm fine.
Am I?
Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Mm-hmm. So, you didn't say anything about a mirror on the wall. Approach the mirror, take the blade, enter the basement. You didn't say anything about a mirror on the wall.
Ooh, we should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun?
I wonder if it's going to be several
You won't be
reflections.
looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, my friend.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
But there is.
You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even more.
Mm-hmm. Why would you lie about that? What's the point? I also want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. It doesn't matter. Let me... I don't think he's lying. I don't think the narrator can see the mirror. I want to approach the mirror. Let's just do it. Let's just approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
I'm not seeing a reflection, though. Wipe the mirror clean. You
reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Why do I look like that, though?
It was there a second ago. And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Are there several heroes overlaid on top of each other now? Explore it, take the blade, or enter the basement. I'm kind of curious what I'm kind of curious if there's any like effect of the blade. But I'm also curious what happens if I go down there without the blade. I mean, I guess I'll take the blade, why not?
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife, but you really shouldn't hold it like that.
I shouldn't.
Then how are we supposed to hold it?
In a sheath.
The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom.
Will we?
It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
I'm gonna hold my blade the other way.
You switch your grip on the blade. Congratulations.
Yeah. Now my curse, that's so cool. My curse has become a blade now. So am I a werewolf? Has my hand always looked like that?
Yes. Isn't this so much better?
I guess.
Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Okay. Throw. Well, bam.
Ah, yes, do it.
I gotta see what happened. I didn't mean to be like the annoying character so early on in my Let's Play, but you know, semantics.
Seriously. You throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without it.
Yeah.
We'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends. Been there, done that.
I guess, yep.
I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon.
Would it, though?
What's done is done. Good luck, hero.
Thank you. I'm proud of my choices. Saving. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials.
Okay. I love the sound design. And the aesthetic. The aesthetic and the sound design are really good. There's some kind of like grinding noise in my right ear, which is very interesting.
Nothing here seems to belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get. Your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down.
So how am I supposed to get there?
The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it. The kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odor that is simultaneously everything, and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
Okay.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Oh?
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Hate that.
No, thank you.
Yep, I'm leaving.
Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
I think we're too late for that.
We don't even have a weapon.
Yeah, so we're totally unprepared.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure.
We can't die? Or I don't know.
And what's that?
What is that? Yeah.
That the fate of the world hinges on your success?
I doubt it's that.
There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Contrarian voice is funny. Take the harsh stairs to the left, take the center staircase, take the soft stairs to the right. I mean, I guess there's... Oof. Let's just take the soft stairs to the right. Let's see what happens.
You step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern that you might slip or tumble or lose your way.
Okay, that sounds like a good thing.
But the further you go, the deeper you sink in. First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. Soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight.
Oh my.
The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence.
I mean, I'm down for a nap.
It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought.
I love how blurry it's getting. This is so cool.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
The path, the cabin, the door, the stairs. The path, the cabin, the door, the stairs. The path, the cabin, the door, the stairs.
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
Oh, my cursor's changed. What am I now?
Physical sensations dull and then vanish.
Oh, that's so fun. I
Until
love
the only
this.
things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
This is so cool. It's gotten less and less detailed. That's so cool. I love that.
Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
Love? I don't know. Am I... Am I okay? I don't know anymore.
What the hell was that? What happened to us?
What did happen to me?
I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs.
I'm so confused.
Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
Okay.
Princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here.
Why am I here?
And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Yep, we also don't have a weapon, so that's something we have to keep in mind. Sorry, I didn't realize it was, what's your name? Getting in here was weird, like I was pulled apart and back there. And do you know what happened to me? For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here? You're apparently a threat to the world. I was in here to slay you. Let's apologize at first. She's impatient. We kept her waiting. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here.
That's okay. Sometimes I forget where I am too.
Good that you know the feeling.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face.
Okay.
She's so warm and friendly.
I don't want to approach.
It's deception. Don't buy into it.
Mm-hmm.
How strange. So, why are you here?
Oh boy.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
Uh-huh.
We can do that?
Can we do that?
I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back?
No. We have already vastly undone everything. There's no putting anything back. We are committed to this.
You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter?
Apparently it does.
Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it?
I thought you had given me a semantic opening, and I went for it.
Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now.
Something tells me...
Oh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Let's see. Hang on. There's more of you now. What's your name? Getting down here was weird, like I was pulled apart and put back together. Do you know what happened to me? Rolina, do you know why you're here? So just like, I'm getting out here. Try it. Free her. Hang on, what? I'm getting you out of here. Try and free her. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. I can't trust anything here. Leave her in the basement. Regretfully think about that time you threw the blade out the window. Why are all of those highlighted? I guess I'll explore. Getting here was weird. Like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me?
I don't know what happened to you, but you look like you're in one piece now. But I understand. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either.
Her voice acting is really good because it's like just bordering on like insanity. Like it sounds friendly, desperate, and insane, but also a little bit sane all at once. Like I guess grounded. Like it sounds friendly, grounded, desperate, and insane all at once, and it's very strange in a good way.
We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
Oh my.
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
So we have the friendly one, the depressed one, and the like stern, a little bit impatient one. Let me see. There's more. There's more of you now.
Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best. I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
She fractures again.
Yep.
I don't like where this is going.
Me neither. Maybe I should leave.
Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start?
Exactly.
We could always start by retrieving the blade.
Like going outside?
The one he made us throw out the window. I wasn't the one who threw it. Oh, come on, you told us to. Don't try to pass the blame now that it's come back to bite us.
The music is so good as well.
Well, if I'd known we'd be dealing with this, maybe I wouldn't have been so hasty with my suggestions.
I mean, we can just leave. We can just leave.
Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers?
That is true.
Can't even follow what's going on anymore.
Interesting.
Need to
Okay.
get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
We do, yeah. I agree. Let me ask. I'm so curious if they're going to give 4 different names.
You can call me Princess if you'd like.
Okay.
Princess.
Okay.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. I've been down here for so long. What's the point of a name if there's no one around to use it?
None of them have names.
Interesting.
How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
So yeah, they're all. That's so interesting. I mean, these are all. You know what? I'm gonna try to leave. It's clearly, everything I do has consequences. Even exploring could be committing to something. Just the act of waiting and exploring is clearly committing to something that I don't know if I'm going to commit to. So I will now. I was kind of already doing it, but I will now treat every option as if it matters, even the ones that seem like they are non-committal, because clearly they're still passing time. I don't know why I'm gonna be clicking on all of these, but I'm gonna try to click on the middle one. I'm just gonna leave her in the basement.
Wait, that's not right.
Yeah.
Go on.
Go on and do what?
Take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride.
Oh no. Well then, that's not. Oh, so we picked all 3 at once. We tried to free her, we tried to leave, and we tried to think about the blade.
You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
This is a really cool path. First path.
You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All
What?
at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone.
Oh my. Okay. So, strike at her bindings, remain upstairs, slay her, and leave her. Okay.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess.
I love how my cursor's now a pointed blade. I love the cursor changing. That is such a neat detail.
But this... We can't...
Alright, this is creepy.
Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now.
I mean, I blame the narrator.
No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
You know, that's fair, actually.
Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all
Fades away,
falls apart.
I guess.
I think he's gone.
Oh, the narrator is like gone. Okay, interesting. Save.
We were never going to salvage this, were we?
I don't know, were we? Out of curiosity, what does... I saw that S is taking a screenshot. Oh, it actually, saves. Okay, cool. That's kind of cool.
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit.
That is a pickle, isn't it? This is so cool. I love this.
Feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Oh my gosh. This is so freaky.
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
I don't know. What do I look like right now?
We should help her. I think we did this.
All we tried to do was walk away from the cabin.
Surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
I mean, I knew they did, but I didn't know it was going to have this consequence.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
Yeah. We can do something. What was it? No. You know what? I'll do my best. Oh, well. That was my best, I guess. But you don't... Illusion of choice, when everything is possible, nothing is. Also, the pair at the top instead of the bottom. That's interesting. But you don't know if she had the chance to hear your reply. She's gone. Replaced with something else.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Should we?
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
The narrator is gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended?
Does it? I have no idea. Why are you asking me?
What are we supposed to do now?
Look in the mirror, I guess. I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
It's so interesting that the hero is now interacting with me as I'm choosing the options.
Again, what the hell are we supposed to do?
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
I think I have to.
No, don't do that.
I think I should, though. Approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
I don't have a choice. The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
What other option do we have? If we have another option, feel free to present me with one. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silently as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. The body, it's you. It's you. Am I a monster? I have wings, I have scales and fur and feathers, it looks like. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna take a screenshot. I wonder if it takes it without the voice. Or without the text. What are you? The gift for us in the world. Out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to Slave Princess? Are you what trapped me here? Happens now. Attack the entity or destroy your body. This is so interesting. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
I don't know. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary lights. What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Beings of limitless potential, limited to set paths. Oh, this is so interesting. The gift of a fragile vessel. I really hope they let me ask all of these. I'm saving. The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and walls. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. I am sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey, but they will make for a rich and vibrant heart.
So... what? So this being wants to feel the world, and they need a body to be able to feel the world, and the body they currently have is a mass of contradictions. Wait, I'm so sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey, but they will make for a rich and vibrant heart. So is this the collective conscience of all the princesses? Like whatever being has taken over the princess, it has finally merged into one being through all of the different timelines, and now she is... oh, I brought her a vessel, all of the princesses, so she's finally able to speak for the first time, like properly, a rich and vibrant heart. she's able to like express properly, maybe.
Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
I love how it slightly changes. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
The creature or me?
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Only that they exist. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess? Or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Didn't like that. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
Is that what the princess is? A fragment of a concept? And is this what happens when all of those concepts become the whole?
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Bring me more perspectives, and perhaps we will know our freedom. Is that the end goal? Is the end goal to see, like if I see all of the other endings, if I meet all of the other princesses, and then am somehow able to combine them into one singular being, is that how we are truly able to free ourselves from this story? Because in theory, not only is the princess trapped here, but I am also trapped here. So maybe that is it. Maybe I've found my end goal incredibly luckily on my first try. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do? Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? No, I want to ask this. Actually, I want to save. How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Okay, so I have to find more endings, but not all the endings. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
What an interesting way of looking at it. The writing is so good so far. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
I wonder if that means it'll delete my saves. I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Is that like reducing it to its base form where matter cannot be created or destroyed? Like, obviously that's the scientific way of looking at it. This is the poetic version of that concept. But in this version, in this situation, it would have to depend on what someone's perception of destroy means. If one's version of destroy is it no longer is what it no longer has the form that it once was, or it no longer is what it once was, then your answer is extremely vague. She's doing what I did. You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
That's fair. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Interesting. What happens if I wait? I guess it'll just say, like, make me forget. I'm not going back.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever? I guess there's no concept of time here, so it's like,
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone.
you know what, that is fair.
I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished.
Got me there.
What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping?
I don't know.
If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage.
There's like in the voice, sometimes I can hear it. There's like some kind of bass. There's like a raspy bass, like several layers deep in the voice. That is just a little bit unsettling. So is this another, like, all of the me's continuously closing the box?
You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Alright. Did the game just close? Oh my god! So that's the concept of waiting forever and closing the box. No one ever... Like, the only way to commit to the choice is if I never open the game again. But that will never happen because I'll always reopen the box. What a truly fascinating... What a truly fascinating way to start this. That is so cool. This is amazing so far, and I've only done one route. There's so much more waiting for me in this game. Well, I gotta go back in. I gotta see what happens. I gotta reopen the box. Where does it pick up?
You have returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
I never left your side. Attempt to outweight your destiny. That is so funny. I love that. Yeah, it took a second to appear back on the capture software, but yeah. That is so cool. So cool. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
I will.
You won't.
Oh. That was okay then. Okay, I won't then. Fair enough. Everything goes dark and you die.
Upload successful. Click here to view previous files. Have a pleasant day.